Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen of One for Review. I'm your host today, Grant, joined with
Josh.
And your boy, I'm back from all the way downtown. It's me, Alex.
Yes.
You don't know me, may not love me, but I'm back.
Yes, welcome back, everybody. The three of us are together
It's been
finally.
So long.
So long. We've talked. We've made out.
Missed you guys.
We haven't had salads in a long time, but today we decided to join forces, much like the movie that we just saw. And today we're talking about Godzilla vs. Kang. I'm kidding, it's Kong, all right? So,
Big Chungus.
Big Chungus. This movie was originally supposed to come out in 2020, got delayed because we all know.
Because of
No reason at all. Really.
No reason.
No
just
reason, just-
China just thought to put the world on hold for a quick couple of months, maybe a year.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, so it's PG-13, 1 hour and 53 minutes. No one gives a shit. And it was directed by Adam Wingard, director of such classics as the Death Note remake
Wow.
from Netflix. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's true. They actually reuse one of the sets from Death Note in this film.
Didn't care.
Yeah, I know, but
Was it that really damp alleyway that I saw?
no, it was actually the Chinese restaurant with all the neon lights.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
So
He had an Easter egg himself.
yeah. All right. So, getting to the story summary, Godzilla is in this movie. Kong is in this movie. There's scientists. There's some hollow shit. There's some Space Odyssey. There's some Evangelion.
There's some ass. in
There's
it.
some ass.
There are
There's some
some titties.
scratching of the ass. And Millie Bobby Brown is in it, and she's like doing shit again, and no one cares.
Monkey.
There's giant monkey, giant lizards,
Giant
They're
radio
fighting.
nuclear lizards,
Nuclear
blue
dinosaur.
lizards,
blue
and a
lizards,
red lizard.
and a red
The
lizard.
red lizard.
There is
What
a red
movie did
lizard.
you watch?
It's technically a red.
It's a
technically
red. It's
and
red.
It is,
He had
it
red
is
lights.
based
All right.
off
Shot a
of the
red beam.
Well, hey,
Okay.
we're not there yet.
We're not there yet. We're not there. All right. So, yeah, that's the summary.
Yeah.
Take that what you will.
Big monkey, big
All right.
lizard.
The starring such amazing actors as Alexander Skarsgård,
Woo!
Damn.
Millie Bobby Brown, the hot one.
Woo!
We might get in trouble for that. Whatever. Rebecca Hall, Brian Ty Henry,
Show!
Shun Oguri.
No, it's Shun.
Shun
Don't be racist
Oguri.
now.
Yeah, that's right. Me.
Come on.
We all know how I am. And then Eliza Gonzalez. I don't know why that was the hard one to say for me.
Eliza?
The daughter of the rich guy. Lance Reddick, Julian Dennison, Kyle Chandler, everyone's favorite,
I love Chandler.
and yeah, that's and Godzilla and Kong. Let's just put them there. Why
Yeah, but
not?
what are their actor names?
I don't care. They're CGI.
It's Mr. Kong and
Big
Mr.
monkey, big
Zilla.
lizard. That's their name.
During interviews, they really made these giant mics to get Godzilla and Kong. They were just like, yo, he was kind of an asshole.
Yeah,
He
I heard
kinda
that
hurt me.
Godzilla to work with, but I heard Kong was really.
Yeah, he was
nice.
he was apparently a sweetheart on set.
Oh, I bet he would.
Yeah. All
All
right.
they did was just touch fingertips or whatever, give him a banana, and he was cool.
Yeah. All right. So enough of dicking around. What did you guys think of the movie? Josh, we'll start with you.
No, I don't know.
All right, Alex will
legend has
start.
to
He
Sorry,
hasn't,
apparently-
he
The
hasn't
legend.
formed his opinion yet. so
no,
I'm
I
gonna
have
go.
the opinion. It's just
Well, I'ma
he
go anyway.
specifies he's the legend, so we might as well.
I
All
am.
right.
I'm,
That
I am.
All right.
outrageous intro. I heard.
Alex, go ahead.
Indeed. So, as you all may or may not know, I am hardcore Team Godzilla. Hardcore Team Godzilla.
Oh God.
I mean, sure, King Kong's cool and all. King Kong is big monkey,
Should I go home?
but there's no way to compete with a radioactive giant dinosaur
All right.
that
yeah.
shoots lasers. I mean, seriously, you'll see it in the movie. You'll see it in the movie who wins that fight.
Right.
And I just got to tell you, I won that argument.
Well, I mean, who was your favorite character though?
Honestly, maybe a spoiler a little bit, but
Would it be?
honestly, I liked Mechagodzilla. I like Mechagodzilla. I
Oh,
liked his-
okay. We're going with the monsters.
Well,
We're talking about people, not
well,
monsters.
fuck those people. I didn't watch it for the people. I watched it for the fight. Bro,
All right.
it was a main pay-per-view fight. You fast forward through all of Joe Rogan's bullshit. Why? I fast forward through all that.
Yeah, but you
get
want to
the
hear
fight.
the statistics. You want to hear everything, though.
I already know who's
mean,
gonna
are you
win.
That
I already
sad
know
that you
who's
have to
gonna
just
win.
watch the fight?
Godzilla.
I mean, I'd rather listen to the
I already
statistics and
know-
see what was there.
I already know.
I
who's
wanted to
gonna
hear
win.
from both
I didn't need to
sides.
know any statistics. I already know who's gonna win.
But here's the thing: is that I
See,
wanted to
that.
hear
That's
this
why.
guy.
That's why you're like, oh, but the statistics because you lost. You weren't confident.
Here's funny. Kong
You
saved
weren't confident
his
in your
ass, though.
kaiju.
Kong saved his ass. though.
The only
He
reason
did get his ass
Kong-
kicked, though.
Yeah, but he
The
did.
only
no,
reason
but
Kong is alive
saved
because of the
his
humans.
ass, though. We both know that Kong
If-
saved Godzilla's
If that
ass.
little
Alright.
shit girl wasn't in the movie, Kong would have been dead. 100%.
And so would Godzilla if Kong was dead.
Exactly. They both
That's what
would have been
I mean.
dead, and the apex predator
That's
would
what
have been
I'm
alive, which is
saying.
man.
So,
Can't
Wasn't
go
even
wrong with
man.
all right. So
What's
I think
connection?
we're officially in spoilers. So,
Yeah,
let's just-
we lost track of everything.
all right. So yeah. All
I
right.
warned. I
Yeah.
warned.
Okay, Josh, what did you think of the film?
I was a big Kong guy because he has thumbs.
Yeah.
So opposable thumbs.
Big monkey, big thumb.
Listen, he may have lost that battle, but remember this: Kong saved his ass.
He did, okay.
He did save his ass.
No,
hard.
that's what we can get at. That's what we can get at.
I
Both
think-
of them they're both good. you
I
know?
think to be honest, in my opinion, it may not be. It's like an arguable opinion. I think it was a tie. Here's why. He did get his ass kicked, but remember, Kong did save his ass. He would have
So
died.
did Godzilla.
You've lost everyone.
Godzilla
So did Godzilla
would've
though.
died.
So did Godzilla. Remember when the tail was coming at him, and Godzilla was trying to hit him with the axe? Wouldn't do
They
nothing.
just spilled
He
liquor
charged
all
it.
over the shit.
Godzilla
And then he
charged
just
it.
Stopped.
If Godzilla hadn't have charged the axe, Kong would have been
Yeah,
dead.
but those
so it's
people-
it goes both ways. When it comes down to just the fight,
All right,
Godzilla.
I'll give you
Godzilla
that.
won.
I'll give you that.
Godzilla won.
Okay, Godzilla won
Right,
that one.
all right,
but I
but
do have to say this.
in
though.
the end, they
besides the
both-
fight, I do have one thing that I didn't like. I didn't like the design of Godzilla. I feel like he was a little more blurry, and I thought Kong was more 4K definite. Like I liked the details they gave in him. You could see the sadness, the
Right.
anger, the discouragement. I think he had more features that were more understandable than Godzilla. I think Godzilla was a little blurry in the face and his arm movements. I thought Godzilla was a little half-assed.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from. He was kind of, I mean, you see him clearly in the movie, but not as much as Kong for one, and two, it's like, yeah, he is kind of like out of focus.
Yeah,
more
especially the
just
face, like the facial features. Like in the
Yeah.
other movies, you could tell what his
I
face
can't like
was.
you can't really see his eyes because they're super.
Yeah, I know, but
You
in the
got
other
little beady
movies, you could
Yeah.
see.
Well, yeah, even the last movie, Godzilla King of the Monsters, which Alex and I we didn't particularly like that movie,
I
but
didn't
it was
like it either.
it was the fight scenes with like the monsters was cool. Like I
Yeah,
loved
the
Ghidorah.
fight
I
scenes
loved
were
Everything
that.
good.
was cool, but it was just I think that movie was kind of out.
the story was getting in the way. There's too much plot getting in the way of the movie, and
Yeah.
the characters were annoying.
But in this movie, Kong versus Godzilla, I think they're both pretty well balanced for me.
Oh yeah, me too. Like
Like there was
Kyle Chandler is not in the movie.
there weren't really any points to where I was like, oh god, just get back to the fighting. No, I was still invested in the human parts.
Yeah,
and I
because
think because they were also just kind of interesting, like when you go like to the Hollow Earth, it looks like, that's why I said it looks like 2001: A Space Odyssey. It's just
Yeah.
like this bizarre shit, and it's like they're going through there, and then you see like I don't know her name, Millie Bobby Brown, and then the fat kid.
Although I feel like that they were
yeah,
making,
the
oh,
biggest
we
I've
can't-
ever seen.
I don't think we can say that. I don't think we can say the S word because that.
Well, I'll bleep it out if that's the case. I'll check that out.
It's getting rocky. It's getting
Okay.
rocky.
No, it can't
Okay.
rock.
Clear. Let's just put it this way. This kid clearly he is interested
if
in
she
Millie.
wasn't a girl, he wouldn't have gone.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
100%. If she had a dick, he'd be gone. Like, nah, fuck
like
that.
I have a feeling that maybe and this may just I don't know, I could be completely wrong, but I have a feeling maybe there is an introduction scene because he just kind of shows up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling there might have been an introduction scene
got
where it's
cut.
like, well, yeah, because like, oh, we don't want humans, but he's like, yo, Millie, but her name's not Millie, but yo, girl, you know, you want to go out with me? It's like, well, I need
me
a
fight the
truck.
kaiju
I need a
and then
truck.
Yeah.
So get me that truck, please, because
Play.
because her British accent came
That
out
might
a
be,
few
that might be
times.
the extended cut. You know?
Extended
That's
cut.
the-
He actually-
that's the
he actually
Snyder
gets a
cut.
pussy.
No. Where they'll detail that maybe like
Oh
him
yeah.
The-
tricking him
Godzilla vs Kong was actually a romance.
Yeah, it was actually a rom-com.
at the
based
end.
on
They
those
kiss
two.
when the laser beam shoots out. They
Yeah,
just kiss.
exactly. The whole crux of the movie, they're the heart of it.
Yeah,
really,
they're the main characters.
I mean, seriously though, like this movie, like Alex, you said it. I think the monsters and the humans were a lot more balanced
Yeah.
than the last one.
Like I said,
the only thing I didn't really like about. Sorry.
I'm about to say something.
I have to get this off my chest. I didn't like that Godzilla smiled.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
stupid. That was stupid. That was dumb as hell.
I didn't.
Why
I
did he
missed
smile?
that. I missed
I
that.
didn't. I was like,
He was like,
ew.
what the fuck? Ew, that looks like some cringy ass like
But that was
fan art.
But it's
though.
crazy. That was the only part that you can tell his expression
Yeah,
out of the whole
I was like,
movie.
Yeah.
That was his
"Oh."
face, and then you could tell Kong's face was like.
Yeah.
No wonder. I think they.
Because he has
really-
more expression.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're doing it because based off he's a monkey, or they just kind of like missed it.
Monkey
But I
easier to render.
definitely did think that they had more features on Kong than Godzilla.
Well, Kong has more. I think.
Well, yeah, but you could still tell he was out of focus. Godzilla.
No, yeah, they made Godzilla out of. I don't want to necessarily say like, oh, they did him dirty, they did all
No,
this
yeah,
horrible.
no, that's
No, they
not-
they did Godzilla. I mean, rightfully so. They did him justice by the end of the movie.
Well, yeah, they did him justice, but like I said, throughout the movie, you can kind of see it, and it's kind of hard to see.
Yeah.
Well,
it's kind of hard to see.
we're just looking at it from Kong's perspective. He's old. He's getting cataracts.
Well, that's what I
shit's
mean. But
getting
look
blurry.
at that. Look at that. You could tell he was old as shit.
Yeah, Kong's
You could tell
old
he
as
was
hell.
struggling. You could tell everything. You could just tell.
Yeah, but
by-
Godzilla's older, like way
It's-
older.
I know, but still.
Because
Like,
King Kong's just a monkey, giant monkey, sure, but Godzilla's like
he's a monkey with a thumb.
thousands.
All right.
all monkeys have thumbs.
Yeah, I know, but he has a bigger thumb.
He's got a big.
He's got a
monkey
big.
thumb.
He's got a huge thumb.
got
Let me
a
tell
You
you.
know,
huge ass
you know
thumb.
what they say about big thumbs? Big weapons. The big monkey.
Yeah. Yeah. Godzilla. I think. Like I said, I don't want to say they did him a disservice. They did. It's just that clearly Kong just got a lot more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And-
well, I think they kind of made him the main protagonist. Out of
Yeah,
it.
he's like the action star from
Yeah.
like the 80s
yeah,
kind of
pretty
movies.
much. They kind of made him like the big show, and I get that. I mean,
Yeah.
but you still want to keep focus of all the other little things that are going on.
Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, I agree. One thing I will. Okay, I know it's kind of a stupid thing to talk about in this kind of movie, but okay. So the humans, all right. So the humans. Now they
Who?
the humans.
What are those?
They're like mini apes.
Oh, mini monkey.
Mini
they got
apes.
mini
Mini
thumbs.
monkeys.
They got mini thumbs.
Mini thumbs.
Mini
They
thumbs.
got big
Yeah,
brains.
yeah, yeah,
They
yeah.
got
Small
big
monkey, small
brains.
thumb.
You know,
Oh,
I'm
big
sure you.
brains.
No,
Thumbs.
but Kong big head.
Considerably
Big
less
monkey, big
hair.
head.
Considerably less hair.
Less hair, naked monkeys.
Naked monkeys.
Oh no!
No, but
no.
yeah.
Monkey,
So
big hair.
to get on point, like okay, so the humans, right?
Yeah.
We follow two stories. There's two different plots. I don't want to say there's a B plot because I mean I guess
Well, no, there is a
the B plot would I guess would be Millie because Millie and the
millionaire dad. That would be
yeah,
B plot.
that would be the B
Actually,
plot.
I feel like that was more of a C plot.
Yeah,
I
because
feel like B plot was like them.
I think the B plot is
It-
Mecha
it wa-
Godzilla. Like
yeah,
that's the B
yeah,
plot.
that's what I was trying.
And-
That's what I was
and,
gonna say. Like,
Like the main plot is Godzilla vs Kong. Like
Yeah,
let's get that out of the
obviously.
way. Then the second one is okay, Mecha Godzilla, which is a pretty awesome kind of
which they
build
keep
up.
hidden very well.
Oh
towards the end
yeah,
of the movie.
and a great they when they showed him off, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing about the humans though, they kind of suck. They kind of suck. I'm just gonna be real.
the
But
best character out of the humans was the deaf girl.
now that's true. Actually, she was the best character. I cared about her more than anybody
she
else.
didn't open her mouth. That's
But-
good enough for me.
But the thing that and she's actually deaf, so that's kind of
Yeah.
neat in real
Yeah,
life.
she actually did a really good job.
Yeah, like I believed her, but one human. Oh yeah, what a shock.
wow, amazing part.
So
You know who said it?
here's what I want to get
I'm not
to.
gonna fucking be back here.
A long time ago, Alex and I discussed this in our Godzilla King of the Monsters review. You guys can go watch it. It's 40 minutes. Probably don't watch it.
You should watch it, like, and subscribe.
Yeah, do that, please.
And support us on Patreon if that's still a thing. I don't know. I haven't
Yeah,
been here in a
yeah,
while.
it is. It is. Yeah, so a long time ago, we talked about Godzilla vs Kong. We were kind of towards the end of the video, I made a quick mention that the token Japanese guy that they were gonna get for this movie was Shun Oguri. He is a pretty big star in Japan, at least. Been in great movies. He's a fantastic actor. I really like him. And I remember saying to Alex 2 years ago, at this point, maybe, I remember saying, like, they're going to put him in the movie as the Japanese dude and do nothing with him.
That is it.
And they do nothing with him. And I thought it was, I was kind of annoyed because, like, they broke away from the stereotype of making the Asians, like, you know, with the glasses and the suits, like, "Ugh, I'm the Asian guy." It's like, no, they're just like, look like Johnny Depp and just
Look
come
like
on.
Johnny Depp and sit in the chair.
They did have it, hardcore gamer. You know, mask on,
Yeah.
controllers right here. Twitching.
Which is definitely not an Evangelion reference, by the way.
No, he's going into sword art.
But he was like the kind of he was like the coolest kind of dude in the movie.
Well, yeah, because he didn't say anything.
And I was more interested in him, and I was very interested because I was like, oh, you know, I've never heard him speak English. I would like to hear him. I don't remember his voice in the movie. He spoke like 2 lines. Yeah, they just wasted him.
He was like, "Hey, look at this picture."
The controls look like the one from Real Steel in the Final Fight. Remember the little screens and everything? It's like little joysticks.
Yeah.
It remind me of that. And
Right.
I was like, what a jackass. Just go like this. Yeah. I was like, he's a good looking guy. We're all ugly here. I was like, what a jack.
Yeah.
But no, he did. I agree with you. It did make me more interested in what he was going to do more. I thought he was going to do more, but
no,
the more
apparently
I watched
not.
it, he was just like the cool douchebag with like
he's just the cool Japanese guy sitting in the chair.
Yeah,
that's it.
And that's it. Like, if anything, I was disappointed that they didn't utilize him more because I was extremely interested in this. I mean, from the beginning of the movie, like, he's the guy that you see, like, he's looking at Godzilla, and you think, like, oh,
yeah,
there's
like
a connection
the mastermind.
Here. Yeah, but then it turns out to be like
he's
this
just a lackey.
Other guy. Yeah, he's just a lackey. And
what I think would have been cool is if they switched out the dude's daughter and the Asian guy. I feel like they could have switched that
Ren
out.
Sarazawa.
Yeah.
I remember his name because he has the same name as Dr. Sarazawa from the last 2 Godzilla movies, the American ones. Fuck if I know they have any kind of connection because they never built upon
Probably
it. Maybe
not.
it's just a reference. I don't know. Or just very lazy, like, oh, what's a Japanese name? Sarazawa. I guess that'll work. But yeah, so out of all the characters in the movie, I was more interested in him because not even just because he's the Japanese guy and he looks cool and he dresses like a fucking awesome motherfucker, but he's like controlling Mechagodzilla. Spoilers. He's controlling Mechagodzilla. I'm thinking like, wow, okay, how do we develop this?
A little bit. Easy. You just fucking kill him.
just kill him.
Kill him.
I think he died in the lamest way possible.
I know.
Yeah.
He
just got electrocuted. Spoiler, electrocuted.
Yeah.
And his little game chair. He could have taken it off the whole entire time. But
I know.
He
He just sat there
off.
like,
yeah, like
what's going on?
What's going on? Like for a cool 5 minutes, like, what's going on here?
What's going on?
Yeah, he had plenty of time.
Yeah, he could have like got out. What the fuck's going on, guys?
Yeah,
No,
I
he
agree.
Just sat there. I just don't get it. And
well, I have a feeling just like I guess they just either they didn't care or maybe they didn't have anything for him to do, which then again, why have him in the movie? Well, I know why, because you have to have a Japanese guy in a Godzilla movie, because that's probably what the execs at Toho, they're just like, yeah, we got a guy, like, here, let's bring him from Japan.
Come on, at least one.
I do have something to say though. I'm curious on what was controlling the robot Godzilla.
Oh, Ghidorah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ghidorah, but that's the thing is like they're basically saying it was like a giant computer station, right?
Right.
And then there was like, but there's like no brain or anything.
Well,
is it through
the
like
brain was in the skull, and they were using the because the brain's a supercomputer.
Did I miss that part?
I didn't see a
I didn't
brain.
see no brain.
I just saw a
I just
skull.
saw an empty skull. And then
Well,
computers.
that's what I'm saying. They didn't tell you that they took the brain out. You know.
Well, I mean, there was
how are you
also
gonna crack a kaiju
there was
skull?
also I think I heard like maybe in like an ADR line or somewhere, like they just like, oh, what is Mechagodzilla made of? They don't really go in depth, but I think it's that Ghidorah's head is also Mechagodzilla's head.
It's the computer.
It's a computer, but remember
but there's two heads.
They also said it was
that.
Telekinesis too.
Yeah,
speak
telekinesis.
But that's the thing is that the computer, that the power source they got, spoiler. The power source, well, it's not really a spoiler.
Who gives a shit?
We already
we were
spoiled
ruining
it.
the whole
Who cares?
fucking movie. But what's it called? The power source, right?
Yeah.
That connects it. How did that triggered the other one to control the robot.
Ghidra?
Oh, yeah, they
Ghidra.
said they had a connection to that
But
element
remember,
or whatever.
he's an alien. Remember, Ghidra was an alien. They did that in the last movie. They said it wasn't from this world. So
It's still an immense amount of power.
yeah,
though.
but so how would they connect if they're
It
not?
could just
from-
be like how they did with Kong, just a little jump start, and then he was like, "Hey, wait a second, that's that fucker that killed me," and then he would go
Well,
after him.
maybe the energy, the life force that they kind of mentioned at
Yeah,
the beginning of the
Because
film.
that's
like,
what
that
they said.
triggers it.
That's the birth mineral or whatever
Of all kaiju?
all millennials. That's what they said. Millennials.
Of all millennials.
That's what they
yeah.
said.
Millennials?
We could rewind if we wanted, but they did say millennials.
Let's go all the way back.
Snowflakes resonated from the center of the earth. This is
Yeah.
why they're all fucked up.
But no, that's what I got confused about. I was like, how and why and what? And then I thought it was stupid when it was like alcohol.
What
That
I
worked.
Oh, well, those kids. Oh yeah, that's right. The subplot. It's because we keep going into the monsters. The humans part is stupid.
Yeah, I know, but
Like
that's
they're
what
like breaking into the apex, like this high tech mega corporation.
Yeah.
Should have been Arasaka, by the way, but whatever. Apex, generic name. These are like I don't know, like they're a massive megacorp. They do cybernetics, I guess, and this like podcaster, he's just able to break
this
security.
level 2 janitor breaks in with like 2 kids into
that
a
smells like bleach.
He uses
smells like
bleach.
bathes in bleach, and like they broke into a Hong Kong facility.
Yeah, Hong Kong. Like,
Hong Kong facility.
well, at least
How?
it wasn't Japan.
They just went
Then
in-
that would make no
Were
sense.
those, wait, you know when they were going to Hong Kong? Remember they're getting transported to Hong Kong? Through
Yeah.
those shit? Were those eggs or were those power sources? That's
Those
what
they look like eggs.
they look like eggs to me, but they also look
They
like they were
could be
computerized.
both.
They could do both.
They could
yeah,
be
you're right.
both.
They could be both.
They
but
could either be biomechanical kaiju that were developed by that
But they
company,
didn't- it
or
didn't-
they could just be kaiju eggs.
It didn't seem like it was anything with eggs. It did look like a power source that were meant to go into.
What I think
Mechagodzilla.
is that,
Yeah, Mega
like,
Godzilla, but I don't know what those were. They didn't say they didn't like the humans.
they looked at him for like 5 seconds. Went, oh!
That's what I mean. But they didn't give out details like what is it?
No one cares.
No,
So,
They
like,
should.
I mean, like I care, you
That's-
care,
that's what I
we
mean.
care, but like you get to like the American populace, they're not thinking like, oh yeah, I want some Evangelion type shit with all the details laid out. No,
you do,
they
come
just
to
want
our channel.
Yeah, come to our channel where we
exactly.
talk about anime. That's
Exactly.
that is
We talk about
they're
the
making
nitty-gritty.
they're making like a Godzilla anime that looks phenomenal. By the way, it looks great. Can't wait to see that. It's probably going to be a hell of a lot make a lot more sense. Characters are going to be a hell of a lot better than here.
It's gonna be a series.
Yeah, so
Extra
it's
Monsters.
probably going to be a lot better.
Is that gonna be on Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network?
I think it's Disney XD.
Disney XD.
Disney
Yeah.
Oh,
XD?
that's the OG. Oh, bro, that's the bad.
No, you know what? I think Disney Afternoon actually.
No.
They're going old school.
I heard they're doing an extended cut on PBS.
the Schneider cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Schneider cut.
Schneider cut.
The Schneider cut on what was that old ass show?
Well, let me think.
Like X.
I Love
or
Lucy,
something?
the Andy Griffith Show.
No, it was like X Tunes or something. I don't know. I used to watch it. It was this one
so Looney
program.
Tunes now.
Dragon Ball Z.
It used to be filled with like a
Naruto.
bunch of old cartoons, like the Smurfs and all that.
Oh, Naruto.
No, you idiot! Dragon Ball.
Right. Right. No.
Who's
Like,
the one that did 9/11 and he helped Kong feat Godzilla?
oh, that makes so much
I
sense.
did like the reference though with Kong and the skyscraper though.
Yeah.
I noticed that
Oh,
immediately.
there
All
were
of them?
so many references.
Yeah, no, I like that one. You just like looking at like, oh shit.
When Kong like shoves the axe down Godzilla's throat, that's so like back from the original movie where he used the tree to shove down his throat. And I don't know if you guys noticed this, maybe Alex did, because
Godzilla
I don't
took
think
that
you've
like a
watched
champ.
Evangelion.
No.
Throw to
There is a lot of throwbacks to Evangelion in this movie, and I don't want to hear any bullshit from this director like, oh, we've never seen Evangelion. Bullshit. The headquarters of Apex looked exactly like Nerve HQ. It was 2 pyramids.
Yeah.
There's no way that was not Nerve, and like it just like the way they were setting it up with Ren Sarazawa, just connecting Ghidorah's head through whatever the fuck to Mechagodzilla. So I don't know. It didn't make sense.
They didn't
It was like
specify
even.
it.
Well, yeah. Again,
I understand.
we're not
that-
watching
that-
Evangelion.
I understand that Ghidorah can stay alive forever because he can regenerate or blah blah blah. But why have that risk in your company? Like, why have that extreme liability just
Right.
sitting there? What if all of a sudden that thing just decides to grow a new body?
Well, that's the thing that I mean. If we're gonna look at this from like a story perspective, I mean the original, like not the original, but like the most recent and like coolest Mechagodzilla is Kiryu from like early 2000s, and the idea behind Kiryu is that they used the bones of Godzilla to like and formed a mech around it. The Japanese government did this because they're getting fucked by Godzilla constantly, so it makes sense. Here it's like, okay, this crusty like mega corporate CEO is just like, I want to be apex predator.
want to be the apex predator.
It's
I want to win.
it. I want to win.
I play both sides, so I always.
I win no matter what. That's what we do.
Right.
America.
Because we're humans.
USA.
I don't even think he's
USA.
like, I don't get it because they
They were in
said
Hong Kong, weren't they?
But
Well,
yeah, but they obviously seem like they're American. I mean, look at them.
well, like I don't know, the guy, I don't recognize his accent. He's some foreign
Scandinavian.
I think he's supposed to be like a foreign kind of CEO, but there's like there's like headquarters in Pensacola, Florida for some reason, and then one in Hong Kong. I don't get why, but you know,
Well,
maybe
they're close
just
together. They're on there.
maybe just have the movies in Tokyo.
No, I
For
think
next
because,
time.
Or just keep them
I
in-
think it's also for that transport reason too. Just go right.
That's
over the
true.
water.
They
How
move
fast were they going? 655
600 miles per hour.
I was like, wouldn't you get knocked
Faster
out
than
by
that.
that? Wouldn't you get knocked out?
Well, it's
They have there's like
gyroscopically stabilized.
they're like keeping the gravity within the.
Oh, so then they
Thing.
might be,
Kinda
they
like
might
a-
be eggs or they might be both. You might be right. They might be both. The eggs.
I
or
was saying that the eggs are being used as like a sort of a, because you know how like baby snakes, when they bite someone, they can't control their venom glands, so they just dump all the poison at once.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's like this. The baby kaiju can't control whatever powers them, whatever element that is.
So we're talking
So
about
the
Pacific
humans are
Rim now?
harnessing it to as a power
Right.
source.
Yeah, Pacific Rim, really good movie, guys. You
Oh
should
yeah.
definitely watch it. I mean,
it's not my fault.
kaiju, robots, just everything. Forget Kong and
Hey,
them.
don't
Just
blame me. Blame the director.
Pacific Rim slash
Make
cut,
make perfect sense.
guts everywhere.
Had a non-Australian
Put a heart in a
actor
jar.
playing.
Exact. Yeah. Just,
Had a
just watch-
British
just
guy
watch
playing
Pacific
American.
Rim.
They had the most interesting character, the Japanese girl Mako, in the background because you know these Japanese people. God forbid they actually have a role in these movies. Let's just.
Why would they?
I don't. You know, I asked
Yeah,
myself
last
that.
I checked, it's an American-made movie, not a Japanese-made movie.
Yeah, and I believe it's made out of, you know, American culture because American
course.
culture is filled with giant robots
don't you know
versus
that Godzilla
kaijus.
came from America?
Yeah, yeah. I believe
It's
Godzilla.
simple
He's
fact.
Godzilla's the embodiment of like the American military.
I mean,
you know?
Godzilla's full name is Godzilla. God bless America. Like that's his,
God bless America. Yeah, I think you figured it out. So, all right. So, in terms of the
back from that brief commercial break.
Just put a rated R in the beginning. Of the
oh
movie.
yeah, I will. So, getting back to the film story, we don't give a shit, and
No.
clearly they didn't.
Yeah, Pacific Rim, not that good of a movie. Let's both be honest.
No, I
like,
don't disagree.
We watched that today. Clearly, Pacific Rim, and you know the kaiju's were very nice, detailed, very colorful looking beings.
Pacific Rim?
Yeah, we're talking Pacific Rim. He's saying kaiju's. So where are you on?
What am I? I'm on Godzilla vs Kong.
I don't remember seeing that. You remember seeing Pacific Rim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. that's
Wait, which one? The first one or the other first one?
the first one.
The first
Oh,
one.
okay.
Yeah.
Is that the one with the Power Rangers and shit?
No.
Power Rangers.
No, that's
Yeah, that's the one where like Mount Fuji is like one street over from Tokyo. That's what we're talking
yeah,
about.
But we're talking
I
about.
thought that was Star Trek.
We're,
Okay, let's get back to this.
I don't even know.
Let's cut the shit. Let's get back
you
to it.
lost me at Star Trek. I was gonna keep going, but you're like Star Trek.
Yeah, just pulled it straight out. All right, so the special effects in this movie, pretty good.
I liked them, yeah.
Pretty good. I think Josh mentioned it already. Godzilla was a little blurry.
Yeah.
That was a little annoying.
You know, I did like the first person view Yeah, even though they did it for a little bit of Kong, of like Godzilla snapping at his feet, I like how he was crawling back, and you can feel, you can feel the tension of
like
him.
a little bitch.
You could just feel the tension. You could feel like he was worried. He was like trying to kick, and then like you could tell like the details of that was really nice. I thought that was really nice.
Well, the special effects and Hong Kong. Gorgeous city, might I say?
They look
gorgeous
great.
city.
They look good. I was surprised.
I was very excited to see that.
There isn't a bad like visual in this.
No, there was not. I think what was the only bad visual is here.
I mean, there's
when they were entering, I thought that was ugly because I thought that whole thing looked.
There's a few moments where it kind of looks like iffy. I must even I did like the 2001: A Space Odyssey where they're just kind of entering because it's just like
through
it's
the
super
or whatever.
Yeah, it's like super weird.
What's up with that? Why'd they have that?
The director probably loves that movie.
Cool. Well, yeah, but then Godzilla burns a hole straight to the center of it,
but it's cool.
And they don't have a wormhole.
Because it's cool.
Yeah, it's cool, dude. Don't question.
Don't question
the director.
I'm sorry, Mr. Director.
Dictation, all right?
I'll be frank with this movie. Like in the last movie, Alex and I were pretty much our review is like 45 minutes long. It's mostly us just tearing into the movie, tearing it apart of how like the things we disliked and how bad it was. And the reason why we did that is because we were never distracted. Like when a movie's fun and engaging, you don't even question about like some of this stupid shit. Godzilla King of the Monsters, there's a giant place called the Argo, I think, and like Rodan's coming out of a volcano, and it's just like, what the fuck is this? Like,
there's a lot of shit.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is all this?
I was very focused into that movie.
Godzilla King of the Monsters?
No, this one right now.
Yeah,
I was
this
more
one.
Focused on this one than I was the last one.
This one,
I was like, oh my god, can we just let it end?
Yeah, the last one was like exhausting, and during the fights, when the monsters. Here's the thing, when you get to the monsters, focus on the monsters. Don't cut away to like, Maddie, that's her name, Madison. There you go. Like they're like you see like Ghidra. Ghidra and Godzilla are fighting for the first time in a decade, they're cutting to Madison. It's like no one gives a crap about Madison. Here, they were smart. They were like, all right. Beginning of the film, we show Kong. Beginning of the film, we see Godzilla. Then we see them fight. Then we see them fight at the end. God whoops his ass.
Yeah.
Then Mecha Godzilla. It's like this movie. I think this is a perfect movie.
They gave people.
No, that's not to say. I'm not claiming here. I'm not saying like, yo, Shape of Water, take a seat. Like, no, I'm not trying to say that. What I'm trying to say is that this movie, like, the director did exactly what they accomplished to do.
Yeah, they gave the people what they wanted. They wanted to see Godzilla and Kong fight, and then they wanted to see them team up.
Interruptions.
Yeah,
I know, but them pesky ass humans keep coming in and shooting Godzilla in the back like a cheap ass bitch.
Let's be real here. Like they're throwing hundreds of millions of dollars. They're not gonna focus on like in Shin Godzilla. They focus on people. You're invested in the people, the story of what they're doing. You want to see the government try to succeed and contain this. They're not gonna do that because that's a risk. People are going to be bored as shit. Americans, they're going to be bored as shit. The Japanese people, they're focused on the governmental, like the bureaucratic tape. They're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We're all enjoying it. I'm pretty sure we've all seen it. I don't remember. But here, they're not focusing on that.
Not at all.
You were saying?
I was going to say, this type of government of like controlling containment, right? Have you guys you've watched Attack on Titan? Yes or no? Grant? You watched Attack on Titan, right, Grant? Sorry.
Yeah, I have.
I feel like their style of government was like that in a way where they were trying. When Eren got his Titan powers, right? They were trying to contain it, saying, "Oh, that's ours now. That's human damage now."
Right.
That's what I mean. That's what I was thinking of the whole time. I was like, you kept coming to me in that way because they were trying to make their own one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And while in Attack on Titan's plot is they were trying to figure out what it came from, and then Eren Yeager got it. And then they were like, that's ours now. Now he's part of our government, so we own that. That's what I was feeling at when the Mechagodzilla came out. And then that's when I was thinking. It may be a little weird and shady, because it is kind of like a different kind of story plot, but I still feel like it's...
Attack on Titan is better written than this, obviously.
I agree with you, but you gotta kind of think about the politics of it, too. If you really think about the politics of it, it is similar in many ways.
Well, this was just a guy that wanted a super weapon. He wanted Godzilla in his own personal collection, so he fucking built it.
I mean, let's be real. The reality is just that we need an excuse to have Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they didn't care to explain how he was built, where he was built. I just mentioned before, what's it called? Tokyo SOS, Godzilla Tokyo SOS. In that movie, they go in depth. The Japanese government build Godzilla or Kiryu, Mecha Godzilla Kiryu. They got pilots. Okay, you need to train. You got to do this. They went in depth like that. That was the focus. Mecha Godzilla is not the focus.
Mecha Godzilla
in
was
this
already
movie.
built by the time we saw him.
Yeah, he's just there, and just Oguri Shun, who is this amazing actor, is just controlling him, and we just see him for like a couple seconds. Like, oh, that was very good.
My favorite
All
line
right.
from him in that movie is.
Oh
I
yeah,
love that. I
when
love
he
that
dies.
Yeah, the whole other time he's sitting on this chair for like 30 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I want to mention really quick:
What's that?
the music in this movie was like all over the place.
Yeah.
It
The
was.
beginning was very throwing me out because I got thrown out immediately. I was like, is this like talking about his life or something? Because he looked miserable the whole entire time.
Yeah, it's
it reminded me
all
of the
over the
beginning to
place.
Shrek, where he's just kind of living his life, you
Yeah,
know, chilling
yeah,
out.
yeah.
He's got his morning routine and all getting in his way. It's like, God, man. It's
Yeah,
like they're not even enemies to him
yeah.
anymore. They're just inconveniences. Like, God, these
Yeah.
these fucking people, man. Can't they just let
Yeah,
me go?
but
Let
the
me live?
music in the movie, like what I want to mention is there's a few instances where songs pop up, which is fine. Like I'm not saying you can't do that, but there's like songs that pop up. There's like this barbaric kind of like big monster music, and then there's like 2001: A Space Odyssey kind of music. Then there's like cyberpunk, like Blade Runner music
Yeah.
coming on, and the entire time I'm just thinking, what is the focus here? Am I supposed to feel that this
Get
is a
it together,
sci-fi?
people. Get
Am
it
I supposed to
together.
feel this is just giant monsters? The music's all. Don't get me wrong, I like the music. It was
yeah,
it was good music, like, but I'm hearing all these different genres, and I guess they are fitting, but the movie's all over the place. Of course, entertaining. It's a ride. It's like a roller coaster. You're going all over the
I think
place.
that's what they're trying to go for too.
Yeah.
The whole roller coaster thing going on. That's what I was getting the feeling of. The whole other time was that roller coaster feel. Because you want your moves to change each time.
I
So
mean,
I thought it was not bad.
Let's
But
be
the
real, they're
music was
probably
all-
just doing that for the American people. Stay focused on one thing for longer than an
Oh,
hour.
yeah.
They gotta keep the pitch changing, or else Americans will just, oh, what's it? Gun violence. Oh.
Yeah, if the Americans aren't winning, they won't watch it.
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
That's why it took place in Florida.
That's why every war movie.
well, it didn't take place in Florida.
It started in Florida,
started in Florida,
which
and
was
which is
okay.
by the way, a great choice to start in Florida instead of something a little bit more interesting.
something more out there, like Japan.
Oh,
Why would
yeah.
they start there?
Japan.
An island in the middle of the ocean?
With just some of the most advanced technology and the creators
I
of
do have
Godzilla.
something to say though. I
What?
like the
What's up?
temple, the details of the temple too. I wish they showed the statue that's fallen a little more and.
Oh yeah, that just came out of
another-
nowhere.
Yeah, why is that a temple? Why are
That's-
Kong's people
yeah,
that smart?
but
He's
no.
a gorilla.
Have you noticed these two? The mountains had a finger like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one side was a
Like,
face.
is the middle of the earth supposed to be like Kong's like people? Like, why is he so smart?
But what I'm wondering is where did all the Kongs go?
Yeah.
Where did the people like these
Where'd
giant
the
apes
other
go?
big monkey go?
No, but they showed a little more of that area. I think they should definitely show a little more. They clearly, I feel like they had a little more in the budget and more time
Yeah,
to show.
like Millie's
Everything.
romance with the fat kid.
Yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, it's
That's
like
in the
the
cut, that's
statue
in
that
the
fell.
cut.
I feel like that was robbed from us because Kong didn't get his.
We never
Kong-
saw
I'm just
it.
confused. Like, who built that? Like, was there people down there that
I
built
ass-
that, or
I
did
assume-
Kong build that?
I
Like, did
assume
Kong's
that's like
people build that?
I think it was Kong's people that built it,
Well, then
but
how did they get
Actually,
so
no.
smart?
I think there might be people because hear me out. In the other Godzilla movie, remember Godzilla's temple? He has one underwater, right?
That was Atlantis.
oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but remember they said that used to be an old civilization.
You mean the old civilization that uses modern day Japanese kana to
No,
spell
yeah,
Godzilla?
but you know what I'm going at, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you
But they're
mean.
like they treated him like a god, right?
Mm.
There might be possibility that in Kong's time that
Yeah.
there might have been
Oh,
people
okay.
in that area and they treated them like gods. See what I mean? Like
I guess so.
because there's no way that
But then
a
how would-
monkey chiseled
Yeah,
a fucking
that-
big statue.
How would he know how to activate it then? Because he 'cause
remember
pieced it together like a human.
No, but like you guys said, the life. What is it? Life
the,
powers.
the
Yeah.
life force
Yeah,
or
life
something.
force. They remember it's like a sixth sense to him. It's like it's just another sense where he
I don't know. I think that's kind of a cop out, just saying, oh, it's because Space Odyssey.
Well,
That's
it's like
why.
it's like the Force.
But
just
it's
like, oh,
like-
it's the Force.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I wish they went. I feel like they had more time and more in
yeah,
the budget
they should
to
have-
give that little.
I don't.
detail.
It's because I don't think they cared. That's the thing. They
in
didn't
the
care
normal
to do
Kong
that.
Skull Island, he acted like a monkey. He acted like a gorilla. But in this movie, he was starting to think,
Yeah.
actually think, like.
Which I don't mind,
Yeah,
but
granted,
it's like
they did show that he was getting smarter. The girl teaching him sign
Yeah, but
language
no,
or
he
whatever.
knew that before.
But to see an axe and pick it up and instantly know this is a weapon that can kill something, that's an advancement beyond what Kong should have been capable of. And then to go even further and to see the outline of the axe and to piece it together, oh, this goes here, that he's...
So, I mean,
I don't know, they just made it seem like he's nowhere near that capability. They just made it seem like
I
he's
feel
a
like
big
they
old
did
gorilla.
One, I feel like they did throw it off. Two, they definitely should have added more. I feel like that movie should have been not a lot longer,
the Schneider cut.
but at
Snyder
least
cut.
be a little bit more longer than what it is supposed to be. Because I feel like they did miss a lot of
Yeah,
things,
like-
and I feel like fans will notice that because remember when the statue fell, you could tell his face was sad.
Yeah.
He was sad when the statue fell down,
Yeah,
and everything was crumbling.
maybe like I know what you mean. Like maybe like he saw that. Like there was a scene of him like looking at it.
Yeah,
like,
and they cut that
"Ooh."
out, and I'm just like, that's what I mean. It's like, and I just think it also was a
It was
gamble.
really fast paced, that whole
Yeah,
temple
yeah,
scene.
yeah.
It was just kind of like, okay, he's in, go, 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 go. Like
Gotta
they
keep
were,
it moving.
They were hurrying him, you know.
We
what I mean?
we only got a few more minutes to the
we
Godzilla
got a
versus
time
Kong.
budget to keep. Let's get this temple scene rolling.
I didn't like that. I don't know why.
They definitely
it bothered
felt
me. It
rushed.
bothered me so much. I was like, why?
I was like,
There's
how
so
is-
much more.
How is he this smart?
Yeah, no, not even that. Just the fact that was all there.
Yeah.
They gave more time for Godzilla's, temple and his area to stay.
Well,
at.
yeah,
his area to
they had a whole
slumber. They gave
moment.
him more time.
At least
on
they
his side.
they read something in Godzilla's temple. They didn't even look around in Kong's temple.
No, they were like, they treated them like gods. They walked around and they saw Godzilla powering up. You could just see you saw more
Yeah.
in that than in King Kong. and
All
that
Kong
really
did was
annoy.
pick up the stick and sit in a chair.
That's
That
all
is
you need.
true. That's really true. That's all they did, and
He
I
walked
didn't.
in,
I
picked a
mean,
stick, sat
it
in the
looked
chair.
good though. It did look like a good shot. From
Oh, no,
the human's
it looks
perspective.
great.
Looked great.
Yeah.
In the human's perspective,
It looks like just like the underbelly of hell.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just
but
like
he
whoa.
did look like a king.
That
right there.
It instantly made me think, well, like how advanced were Kong's people?
Yeah.
Because he is not the first generation, but he's like pretty much the last generation.
Yeah.
You know what?
How is like what about his parents and something? Like how
I
smart
think
were they?
I think they hinted. I'm gonna go back to another movie, Kong, right? The first King Kong movie, the new edition, right?
Kong Skull Island.
Yeah, Kong Skull Island. He knew certain things were weapons immediately. So like the boat motor, right? Remember he had the chain,
Yeah.
the propeller. He knew that was a weapon immediately. He knew.
I-
He knew. He also, what's it called? Well, I mean, this just instantly knew what was, bad and good. But he also knew what weapons were too. And also remember. In the this movie right now, remember he made a spear and he threw it because he knew where he was at.
Yeah.
He knew
Yeah.
he wasn't home.
That's why I think they made him just a little like too smart. If that was a normal gorilla, he would have never known.
Yeah, but they did kind of. You could kind of tell that.
Yeah, he is smarter.
Yeah, especially
but,
even Kong Skull Island, he was smart,
Mm-hmm.
and also he knew.
But he's definitely in Kong Skull Island. He's definitely not as smart as he is in Kong versus Godzilla.
No,
I
know,
agree. Yeah,
but-
that's
but
true.
he-
But he was also younger, I guess.
Yeah, but you
so.
also get a hint of him kind of getting smarter because remember, like I
Yeah.
said, he knew what weapons were and what would
Yeah.
actually like. Come on, I mean, what kind of monkey
Part of that
would
you
throw
can
that shit and it bring it back? That's what I mean.
Yeah.
They kind of hinted at certain things
Yeah.
in other movies.
I don't know, maybe it's just like a backstory we haven't seen yet.
I mean, maybe it's just like
Like we'll get a prequel in a few.
it's because I
years.
don't know how to explain it. It's like I hate to do this. Going back to like Shin Godzilla, the whole thing with Godzilla is just that he was created by man. It's just radiation, the evils of humans. And Godzilla represents like the destruction, like nature, Mother Nature, and how we're unable to stop it.
Godzilla's a metaphor.
Yeah, he's a metaphor, exactly. So
King Kong just big.
that's what it's about. And,
But-
we mentioned this last time. It's like that's something that Americans don't have because I mean Americans who have like no relatability to Godzilla.
Make him the enemy.
Just well, I mean, yeah, sure, just make him like the enemy, but it's because what they're trying to do is they're trying to do like this ancient stuff. I'm not personally. I'm not too interested in that. I don't care.
Like,
I mean, I'm a little interested in certain aspects, but not all the way. Like the temple things I was saying. I'm interested in
Well,
that.
yeah, that's
Those
cool.
are interesting.
Like that's
I
cool.
figure out.
Yeah, I agree. Like that's cool, but it's like, where are we going with this?
yeah,
What are you
if
gonna
you
do?
Put it in the movie. At least explain it a little bit.
they seem like
It's Godzilla versus Kong. They don't care.
They
No,
explain it in the title.
yeah, the title is it, but I'm just saying it's like that's why Kong's in the bottom because we know what.
Because he got his ass
yeah.
beat.
But no, but I do.
Let's commend them really quick. When they said one will fall, they really meant it.
Yeah.
They did
Technically,
not
they
cheap
were
out.
correct.
Yeah,
They were correct.
They were correct. But all right, so do any lasting things
No,
before
I
we
have
end
a
this?
last thing to say,
All right, go ahead.
But what's it called? Back to the temples. I feel like they're treating like Kong is like started from the beginning.
He's a king.
Like Kong's
Right.
No. Kong's species itself, his own people, right? They make it seem like he was basically the source of all humanity. Because think about it, he's in the Hollow World, yeah. It's a different type of world, right? They have his own temple, and own weapon that looks
Well,
like it wasn't. It was.
I mean, you got to remember that's not his temple. That's just his people's temple.
No, that's what I mean. But right now in the movie, people are gonna think that's his temple.
No, that's...
It's true. Yeah, but like I'm just saying, it's his people's temple.
Right.
If someone what's it called this and then watches this, they're gonna think, no, they don't watch this right first. They watch the movie, they're gonna think, oh, that's his temple first, because he's technically heir to the throne.
Yeah, he
So
is.
that-
He's
okay.
Prince Kong.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if you really think about it, he is kind of the heir to the throne. If you see how
Well,
he
he's the
was.
last one.
Yeah, he's the last one, but they make it seem like he was the start of all civilization, of humanity, and even the lady said you can't take that because that's the start of all millennials and all like our life, right? That's what I mean. So they make it seem like he was a god.
You're right.
He's just a straight up god, and that that whole species created even up there,
Right.
even the other side of the world. That's what I'm confused about.
All right, so let's get to the final verdict.
We're time constraints. Time constraints. We're running out.
So Alex,
final verdict.
what's your final verdict?
I enjoyed the movie thoroughly. I do feel like that they could have touched on some points, maybe a little bit more, but
Right, yeah.
other than that, I feel like it was a really fun movie. It was really good to watch, and I didn't feel too bogged down with any one thing.
So out of 10?
I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10.
All right. Josh, how about you?
Final verdict is that I thought it was a good movie. They could have added a little more time to it, add a little more details, kind of, make it a little prettier.
Right.
Even detail the story maybe a little more, not too much, just kind of make it more interesting than just, especially with all the ancient stuff. They should definitely touch up on a little
Sure.
bit. Then I know it's the main fight, and I know most people are going to be more interested in that, but they definitely should. If they're going to throw that ancient shit at us,
Right.
they might as well fix it
They
up.
need to toss out a new lore movie.
So
yeah, or that too. I'm not
out
done
of
yet.
10.
I'm not done
Oh,
yet.
my bad.
Jesus Christ. Look at this.
We're on a time constraint.
Look at this
Your console turns
dictatorship.
off in 5 minutes.
Oh,
at-
shit.
Oh, shit. Look at this dictatorship. But what's it called? No, I think it's a good movie. And if I had to say out of 10, just by the details, I go by details, the story and everything. I give it like a 7.5. Just
Right.
because of just the little missed things that kind of bother me, got
Right.
to me. So that's
Alright.
about it. But 7.5 is a good score.
I would say I agree. If I'm gonna be looking at this from like a movie standpoint, I like details like you. I like the details. I like all the information, the lore. So if we're talking about that, I would give it a 6 because there's nothing for me
Yeah.
to work
That's
with.
why I gave it a
But
7.5, but because of the fight.
Just if we're talking about the fights alone, that's a 10 out of 10. They nailed
the-
it.
Just the fight.
But-
No, that's a 2. Kong got
Shut
robbed.
up.
Big
Kong got his
Chunk
ass beat.
he got robbed.
Well,
Wait,
anyways,
did Godzilla get blinded by?
blinded.
no.
No, because remember,
He got winded.
no. He got blinded because Kong threw something at the other building. He jumped, and then Godzilla.
No, it wasn't blind. He just made a noise, turned around, thinking that
That's
he
what I
was
mean.
coming from
Was
that
it?
noise.
Was his eyes? Was he eyes closed? Because remember he was walking on four.
It might have just been like a flashbang, temporary blindness.
Yeah, so this is Grant. We're just gonna say goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wait, no. Why are we ending it like this?
Let's just be fully transparent.
No.
The last ending got cut off, so we're doing another one.
Yeah, someone screwed that up completely.
Yeah, our editor screwed that up completely.
Wouldn't it be
needs a new job? We gotta get rid of the person. We gotta make this channel great again.
Barry.
Gotta get great again.
Oh my God. All right, so getting things out of the way. I think we did our. I'm pretty sure. I don't know if we did.
We covered all our points. So
we did our ratings. I'm a 9 out of 10 if we're just talking about 10 out of 10 if we're talking about fights. 6 out of 10 if we're talking about the actual story. You
7.5 out of 10 because of the missed details, but I'm also including the fight in it. That's why I gave you 7.5.
Right. All right, Alex.
I gave it an 8 out of 10 because I thought it was fairly balanced. I like the
a
fights.
5-year-old kid.
And Godzilla won. On top of that,
Kong got robbed.
You know what? I think I'm about bumping it up to a 9 out of 10 just because Godzilla won.
Kong got robbed.
And
That's
Kong's
2 out of 10.
Little punk ass monkey should go back to fighting Mario.
That punk ass monkey will put a thumb up your
All
ass.
right, we're getting off track already. Thank you everybody for coming. This is One Fair Review signing out. Have a nice day.
Bye guys. Bye. Have a beautiful time.